what's up?
Yeah.
You guys want some water? Oh, I'm sure. Stop listening to smoke. I know you're trying to smoke too. Alright, so I'm about to take one. I'm gonna get you a meal. So, Ali,
You know what, dude?
you got blood?
You
You the man, bro.
Hey, Sade, you man with the guitar. Maybe we rehearsed with him for Nicolette's records on guitar. Yeah. So after I do this therapy, we'll get that, we'll do Nicolette's record, then we'll practice.
Where's that? Chuck's on you?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna need my rock chain, bro. So you pass me my chain. I need my chain, man. I need my chain. I need my chain.
I haven't passed about
Oh, it's on lock. Oh, you say I'm locked? Get my chain.
Let that start something.
These niggas just started. I've been telling you that for like years.
That's a classic song right there.
Give me that new one. Give me one of them.
When it's time, or let you know that unless I give you the chain, that shit ain't a real
That's what
chain.
I'm saying.
Period.
I don't want to go to the swap and have to make my shit.
I want to be fugazi.
Exactly.
You ready to film? We ready? Nicolette? Max? No. We ready? Oh no, we're not sorry. I just didn't know, I'm sorry. I was like, wow, that happened fast.
Nah, I'm not ready yet. I'm about to come back with a swap meet.
There's so much light up in here, man.
Yo, let me tell you, yo, it's crazy. It's so lit right now. Like right now, everything looks, for me, it's so bright that everything looks,
It's bright for me.
no, but it all looks like, everything looks like it's like, what's those lights, neon? It's so much, it's so, like when I have my shades on, it's still lighter than how my regular vision. So right now, if I put these on, it looks a little lighter than when my eyes was normal before.
You seeing through like brand new eyes right now. It's
My
bright.
lens it's like seeing a whole nother life. Crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Hey Bella, we'll do your songs next and then we'll get them on.
Thank you.
Y'all don't want the healing trick?
Go back.
Bro, if you want to join us.
You know what? It's been a rough week. Y'all ready?
You gotta get a mic for Charles. Oh God, there you go. Look at him. Look at him. Mr. Jack Daniels himself.
Not your animals in the
Mr. Jack, he got it on his chest with it too. That's funny.
That is true, right?
I'll never forget when you thought he was my cousin. Remember when he came out?
Oh yeah, your cousin, yeah. You look just like your cousin. Crazy. So what you?
Y'all ready?
I need a mic.
Oh, we gotta get a
Mic
mic.
for five.
Should I?
Ciao Bella. Ciao Bella, play your song. Let's start with that. All right, Bella.
Top right corner. Top left.
Ciao Bella.
Okay, a little bit.
Ciao Bella, play your song. Ciao Bella.
Okay, a little more to the corner.
You still get the
A
mic?
little bit to the left. Down. Right there. Click it. All right.
damn, just when I didn't think life could get no better, the whole world gets brighter. I didn't even ask for that. God gave it to me. And I didn't even know it. Yeah, we gotta talk about that. You know what? Money on me. I ain't never been worried about no bread.
Get your sight. Just work.
It's just whatever I need, it happens. No matter what's in the bank. God makes a way. If you deserve it, He give for it. He give it to you.
Not go both ways. Bad and good.
For real, for real. That's why you gotta stay. You think nobody's looking,
Yeah.
you can see it.
Lock. I mean,
Alright.
like
Are you good?
open and close.
Action.
Keep forgetting I'm not dark.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy.
We're here with Mrs. Dane Dash. She's seeing what 2020 right now.
Yes.
And I'm Tajay, I'm a neighborhood therapist, neighborhood clinical psychologist, all that. You're tuned in to Healing this Gangster on Dane Dash Studios. These are Dane sessions. And like every week, it's been quite a week. For you, especially. I've seen you like all over the place. I've seen you on Shannon Sharp show, seen various articles about various things. I've just been seeing you all over the place.
Kanye, the Netflix.
Yeah, that too. You know, and how is that looking at that? Because I know for everybody else is kind of watching, you know, something on Kanye. I know Kanye is a big thing right now, but for you, you're watching some of your like history or some of your.
Well, what's crazy is I've been, you know, I'm always watching footage like that.
Yeah.
So it's not like weird for me to see the footage.
Yeah.
It's weird that I know that everybody else is seeing it. So when I do see it, I'll be like, oh, this is on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to it being just like on the internet. So understanding the bigger platform that it's on. Well, one thing that's really good about it is Cooley and Shike, the filmmakers.
Yeah, so, an article I've never seen too. Yeah.
Well, I've been partners with them for years with Creative Control. My television network was with Cooley and Shike. So that period of time that they weren't with Kanye, I still was partners with them.
Yeah.
You know, I always respected them just like I respected Kanye. So to see them realize their potential, because I always knew what they were sitting on, pause. It was just, we were always worried about Kanye. Still to this day, like, for me, it's bittersweet because I know what I got edited with Kanye.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, he told me he was uncomfortable with me putting all that out. But I'm really happy that Cooley and them are now like in a different bracket on a lot of levels. So us being able to talk about it and see how things look through their lens, and it's crazy how things look through my lens.
Right.
So it's interesting perspectives, but like, you know, I honestly have a doc on every artist because I'm the guy that was always filming.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, as
I was doc on every artist.
Yeah, as I was watching it, it felt like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those to me, all of those guys went to my school.
Yeah.
Period. And they've all been appreciative of it by applying what I taught them and becoming successful. And to me, the best form of flattering as a teacher is when your student can become your teacher and also help you. That's when you invested right.
Sure.
You know, so I invested people, and the payoff is rarely overnight. The overnight ones always leave. But like, you know, if you look at the docket, there's consistency. The same people are in that man's life, including me,
Yeah.
through 3 decades.
Yeah. It's great because I testify to that because I know a couple of y'all, and you know.
But how did it feel for you? Because you was on that ranch.
It's surreal. You know what I mean? Like
You rode those bikes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Behind Kanye.
Yeah.
You did all that. You've seen the reality of what it is, and then how it looks on TV. You know, that's kind of my life. But you know, I'm lucky enough to have been able to architect the world where I'm in somewhat of a bubble. The people that I see so much that I'm not famous to them. So I don't really feel famous.
Right.
Like I
hear about it. All I know about what's going on outside for me is what I see on Instagram. That's really how I gauge. I'll be like, oh, it must be crazy out there.
I think that's good for you, though. Because,
I love it.
Yeah, you know.
Because that's
you
how
know, you are.
I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it to express myself.
Well, the fact of the matter is, too, you know, the reality is you are a worldwide celebrity, but I feel like the way you run your life and the way you run your environment, you keep yourself grounded and you keep everybody else grounded around you. You know what I mean? So I think more celebs need to take that road and that path. You know what I mean? You don't care about popularity and all that. You know what I mean?
But I think that's the difference between me and most people that are celebrities. Because I don't give a if I'm famous or not.
Yeah.
I give a if I'm happy.
There you go.
You know, all I care about is if my family's happy.
Yeah.
So like, if the world made my life look miserable and I'm happy, I'm all right with that. As long as I'm happy. If the world chooses to showcase me happy, that's on the world. But I do know the visualization of us as a culture winning. They don't like showing that, which is why I have my own television network. You know what really has been the most illest thing for me is getting my cataracts taken care of. And I mean, I can't even.
We've been talking about that every day.
It's really bugging me out.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't remember not seeing the other way.
Yeah.
And I was in a fog, and I did not know it.
What's that doing for your mental state? Just visuals,
It's hard to digest. Like, everything's glowing for me right now. It's like, I'm like, damn, this is when I thought was like all my dreams were coming true. Dreams that I didn't know that I needed to come true are also coming true.
Yeah.
So, really, what's really the epiphany of it all is, I'm a guy that really thinks everyone's in a cloud. That's like me judging, right? And pointing it out. But in reality, I was in a fog, in a cloud, and I did not know it. And I think the message for me in that to articulate to other people is, you are in a fog, but you just don't know it. And you have to figure out what that fog is, because it'll get you where you gotta go a lot quicker. It's being aware of the fog you're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So sometimes you think you're doing things perfect, but you're doing it 100% wrong. And you really have confidence in you're unperfect. Because you, in your brain, think it's perfect. You think your vision's not blurry, and it really is. I know, because my vision has been blurry at times for my whole life probably, and I really didn't know it. You know?
And you think it affected some of your, I don't know, decisions or the way you maneuvered in the past?
I think it made me adjust. Like, what bugs my girl up, Raquel, is that I can recognize somebody by the way they move. I don't have to see them. You know, I've learned how to see people through mannerisms.
Yeah.
I thought it was because I was a hustler.
No,
It was because I had to.
Yeah, that's the environment.
But you unconsciously adjust
Absolutely.
to unrecognized fog. So unrecognized trauma is unrecognized fog.
That's a good analogy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I always believe that everything happens to me so that I can get over it and teach everyone else how to get over it. Yo, Cassie, for real? You giving me the dolphin laugh, mad loud while I'm taping?
I'm so sorry.
Doing my therapy?
No.
It's cool.
Still true.
But my
But
point,
you let it out.
yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
I was explaining this to someone close to me today. That internalizing what you feel is the worst thing in the world. You know? I don't want to get to the diarrhea cramp analysis.
Yeah, no,
But
yeah.
the bottom line is, if you're in an environment where you can't say what you feel, you're going to be unhappy and you're going to take it up on anyone that will listen. And usually the only person that listens is the person that cares about you. So you got to figure out what fog you're in. You just got to. Because you're unconscious of it. Because I was. And I look back on my life and I think about all the things I did confidently that I thought were right, that were completely wrong now that I'm older. It happens.
Absolutely.
But you gotta recognize it and admit it. You know, when your ego is dumb, you continue to do just because you don't want to admit that you're wrong. But that gets you nowhere, but more misery. You know?
Yeah, nah, absolutely. I mean, I think part of that smoke too. I want to address something that you were talking about, one of the interviews struck me when I heard it was you were talking about how, you know, the whole YouTube conversation, the whole, how we're broadcasting negative things and how that affects people's mental space. You know what I mean?
The algorithm.
Yeah, the algorithm, exactly. I wanted you to kind of expand on that because when I listened to you say it, I thought about it in that time, I was like, man, that's real. You know, when that's all people are seeing, not only does it affect them mentally, but they're also getting pressured into doing that stuff because they're monetizing it at the same
Exactly.
time. There's no balance.
People study algorithms.
Yeah.
They study algorithms, they see what's the most sticky and what's the most profitable. If it happens to be negativity, then that's the algorithm that's programmed. And I just don't think, especially as it relates to places like YouTube, where I've like seen Lior pay Cameron money to go and retaliate to Mace. Like really pay him to actually have a beef with somebody in his culture because he knew that it would be monetized.
Yeah.
And that's so these algorithms are not unintentional, they're intentional, and it means you get paid the dumber you act. Cassius, you are here, just stop talking.
I'm right here.
Oh, it's not you.
That's not.
My bad. Whoever that is, please stop talking. I'm sorry, Cassius, I love you. See, the person I know the most is the one I get at. I apologize.
Yeah, see, that's part of it.
No, I always apologize. I'm wrong a lot.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, listen, I think I have the right to be wrong a lot just because I'm right more than I'm wrong. And I have to deal with a lot. So when you know, a lot of people, one of the biggest traumas I have is people that have never been in my place judging how I react. So if you've never been a boss, if you never paid somebody, if you never gave nobody no money, don't ever judge me on how I react when people don't pay me. Or when I pay you to do something and you don't do it. You've never done that before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have
Or even things that aggravate me, like because you've never been a person that gives an order and had to give it 10 times, you don't know how wearing that is on a person. So what I started to notice is if I have to tell somebody more than once, that's work for me. If I have to tell you 4 or 5 times, that's 4 or 5 times more work than I want to do. So if you make me tell you something more than one time, you're making me work too hard.
Right.
And I resent that because I want to rest.
But you don't mind if they ask you questions
Never.
how they want to do, how
Never.
you want the job.
Never. But if you know how to do it, and it's just that you didn't, and I gotta keep asking and reminding you and telling you things over and over again, to me, that's work.
Yeah.
You know when you like, I see people like, for example, a woman that works for me in the fashion, her name is Martine. She cares. The reason why I know she cares is, even though it's not her job description to come and actually something out, she'll physically come and do it because she cares so much that it will bother her more if it doesn't get done. Like, it's more emotionally wearing than physically. Like, I'd rather physically work than be emotionally drained.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I mean, it's a balance of both, though, but, you know, that's your preference. You know what I mean? But you gotta watch both because,
Oh, no.
you know,
I'm saying that.
being physically drained will drain you.
Well, my point is
Yeah,
that it means you care,
absolutely.
but you have to have a boundary where you don't hurt yourself
Yeah,
trying to keep yourself from being OCD.
yeah.
But my point is there are people that would to be like, yo, that's my job and I still won't do it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't bother them not to get it done. You know?
Right. And you want people to take as much passion in what y'all are doing as you take because
Well, they ain't.
yeah, you bang.
You should know money
yeah,
out of respect.
But the thing is, I've seen you, and I know one of the things I've learned from you, you're not scared to do the work.
Yeah.
So you know what the work is supposed to be.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like you shooting a shot and you don't know what that shot.
I know how long
you
you're
know how
supposed
it's actually. What's that shot?
I know how long it's supposed to take
Exactly.
to do it. I know how much energy, all of it. I'm like, yo, it's disrespectful not to do it. Especially if you get paid for it, but it really shows you don't care. But also then I look and reflect and I be like, well, how are they treating themselves? So if I don't see them caring for themselves or their own career, how can I expect them to care about anything I'm doing?
Real talk. That's real talk. What are some of the things, you know, specifically that you kind of look at when you're engaging at somebody? You know, I know you said the way they do the work.
They're dreams. They're dreams. So if you have a dream and I give you the tools to make it happen and you don't, then I know you ain't gonna do mine. You have to have a dream to work with me. You got to have a dream to work for me. That's the only way I can see how hard you will work for me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I know that personally. I think one of our first conversations was like, we was trying to outside of, you know, some of the things we already talked about. But yeah, nah, that's real.
Well, you know, in my mind, you helped save my son's life. So, to me, you know, like I told you, what you did for me is I understand what I've done as far as an entrepreneur and from a distance.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could ever do for you what you did for me. You know, your household was balanced. It is balanced. But you helped me balance mine. So for that, I was like, yo, whatever you want that I can make happen for you, I will. Correct?
Nah, that's real talk. Can't do it too.
And I didn't even know where you was from. None of the you was a part of.
Right.
None of that.
Real.
It's just respect. It's a fair exchange. And I wanted you to be aware that I knew that.
Yeah.
Like, I know you know that, but you're a therapist. Like, you know, I just saved their life. They don't even understand what I just did. Now I do.
I mean, you know.
But I know you're not in it for that. You know what I'm saying? But I still think it's important that you know that I understand what you did for my family.
No, absolutely. And that's why I relate to when we talk about not caring about the fame aspect of it. I feel like the one thing we have in common in this hustle that we're doing is that I don't care about the fame either. You know, but it's not many people like us that are qualified in the things that we do to get on camera. Like, I wish it was more.
Well, I don't think you care about the fame for yourself, but I do think you care about the fame for the message.
Yes, that's
the message needs to be famous.
Exactly.
You know, I've been doing a lot of Zooms this week with mayors and principals.
I see that. And you've been having a little clear patch on. That's another thing I admire too. Like, yo, you was like a couple of hours out of service. I was like, yo, what happened to you, bro? Like, yo, people in the comments like, hey, man, what's up, man? You done got into somebody? You know, they didn't know.
Yeah.
And you still at it, man. You know, I feel like anybody else would have been laid up somewhere, you know, healing up. You was out here with a bubble eye, like, for real.
Nah, I don't have time to rest. I'm having too much fun learning.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, though, those opportunities are priceless to me. Yeah. And to be able to sit with smart people and to actually bring something to the table is a dream of mine. But all the conversations I've been having with principals, with mayors, with senators, it's all about mental health.
Let's talk about some of that.
Unrecognized trauma.
I was in on a couple of these meetings. You know, we were talking about some important flies. You know what I mean? We had a meeting with Senator Melton.
And the commission had to load up about the issue of the black.
Let's talk about that a little bit, because I know we were talking about getting some of these messages out. You want to talk about some of the things that's going on in these meetings?
Well, in Gary, they were trying to pass a bill to block black history from being taught because it would traumatize another culture. And they actually had the nerve, the Senate, I think, I don't want to say it wrong. Yeah. But one of them said that black people don't respect education. Yeah. And I found it very disrespectful. But we had to really talk about language, talk about triggers. We had to talk about what words to say to get it done. And from what I heard, based on that conversation, the senator was able to draft something up that got us halfway there. Yeah. So that's powerful.
Yeah, it was a true meeting of the minds. Like, it was very powerful. And because we're talking about these conversations that are going to affect millions of people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's a heavy responsibility to be right when the people you love are affected by your decisions. Yeah. And that's why we surround ourselves with a certain amount of cushion so that when we're not smart about something, we get a specialist on it. So that we know every single approach. We know what language to speak in education, what language to speak in politics, and what language to speak in therapy, and how it affects what we say affects people, and how what they say affects people, and how what gets done affects people. We have metrics based on factual specialists, and that's how you got to come through. You got to be real when you come in for war. You can't be prepared. Like, you know, me, I've been prepared for battles, and I win them. And if I lose, it's just a learning experience, so it's not a loss. But to be prepared for war, to win it, we gotta really be loaded up.
Yeah, that's what we definitely.
And this is now, we've won so many battles, it's time to win that war. And we gotta be really prepared on every level.
Yeah.
Because what we do is gonna affect the people we love for probably a good century.
Yeah, you know, shouts out to the senator doing that important work, and everybody that's been in on those meetings.
Whole commission.
Yeah, the whole commission now. This week I saw some progress with your football team.
Yeah.
This week, you know, you met with the homie you. You know, I know a lot of people seen that.
Yeah.
You want to explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, like, you know, I like what he's been doing with the program with the kids in the sports, and he's very knowledgeable about the football. So when I had the opportunity to do a football team in LA, I was like, nah, I want to talk to you. You know, literally, I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
So, you know, he found the stadium and put us with the mayor,
Right.
and we both rode out there and we looked at the stadium, and we have big plans. So really what I want to showcase is what a professional league looks like when our culture is the landlords. You know what I mean? And when we empower those that have been fighting for us, that speak the same language as us. You know, it's hard to tell somebody to stop doing wrong unless you've done it before and have stopped doing wrong. You know, and we all have been doing wrong, and we all have stopped and do right. So we can talk to those that are doing wrong because we've done it. But we've also been successful at not doing it. And we have to showcase the before and after of it all, but they won't listen to nobody unless they are speaking the same language.
Right.
That's important.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. How's the family doing?
Beautiful, man. My family is unified. You know, my daughters are straight, I'm straight, my sons are straight, baby Dusko, Rocky, you know. It's like I said, it was like I'm living in my dream, and then all of a sudden the lights come on and it's brighter. Like everything was like a diamond to me right now.
Yeah, I see a great level. I mean, I see it all the time with you, but I see a higher level of appreciation this week. Like for real,
I can
like
see
you're
it. I
appreciating,
did
like,
not know I was blind.
Yeah, you appreciate like just looking in the air. You know
I
what
can't
I'm saying?
believe it. Like I'm looking on right now with me taking these sunglasses off.
Mhm.
It looks to me like the lights are on. It's crazy. I can see everybody.
I mean, I think that's a great space to be in because it's like
I
everywhere
can
you
see
look,
everything because I
yeah.
couldn't see peripheral certain things. I don't even know how it was directed.
Well, this next
Niggas
one
is
work-
mad
this
clear.
next one work gonna be
Bug
shit.
the fuck out. That's why I walked into that glass.
Yeah, I said that. You know, I said that.
And it's cataracts.
That's
That
on
shit
that's
is
on
funny,
YouTube.
son.
No.
That's
On YouTube,
right?
that's in his TV show.
Oh,
It's
it's on
in
TV.
TMZ.
Yeah.
I edited it. Wow, I was really blind. I'm on some old man shit.
But you know what's funny is
I wish we could replay that on the screen.
We
like
could.
that. It's all good.
we can cut to it when we cut.
Yeah.
But you know, shout out to my OG Daniel.
Oh yeah, shout out to him.
Yo.
You got some footage with him too coming soon.
Yo, but bro, he's 56.
This nigga he's having the best 56 I ever saw. And I was like, damn, you having a good 56. He said, nigga, you having a great 50.
56. I didn't know he was 56. Damn.
He's my
No
OG.
respect, I'm just saying. Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just like if you take care of yourself, you really never have to get old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm 50. One. Like literally I'm 60 right now. To me, it's like my next decade is 60. That shit be having me cracking up. Because I know 60, 50, 40, 35 was washed.
Right.
Old, crippled, and can't move around.
If they even here.
I can't even believe, I just like decided to be a rock star at 50. And I got so much to do that's inspiring.
Yeah.
And my run is crazy because like, I be looking back at it, I be like, damn, I really never had to grow up. It's like, you know, I've been able to be fresh my whole life. I have big houses. Never have to wake up when somebody tells me. Laugh all day. Like I really doesn't know I don't know what it feels like out there. You know, you got to remember.
How many you do?
I know it feels like to be a free drug dealer. Cause you know when you drug dealing, and you're not
That's what.
before the run up, you having a ball.
Yeah.
So I was just smart enough to be like, I think I'm gonna stop right now.
Yeah, I want
You know, I've had too much fun. I'm retired. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, did you ever see me box Andre Berto, the professional fighter?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I'll show it to you. So, you know, he made me mad about something, so I went to his gym. Oh yeah, I'll show you. And I caught him with a right. Cause I told him, I was like, well, you drop your left, so I'm gonna catch you with overhand right, and you're too little. He's 147 pounds. And my knuckle game is educated enough to know what to do and how to do it. So I went to his gym, and when I caught him, boom, I just started laughing, and I was like, I'm done. I showed it to you. I was on the floor laughing. Nicolette. Yeah.
She recorded her.
Listen, I was so confident that I was going to win. I had my girl take it. Like, I'm telling you, if I don't visualize the loss, it's just not happening. Not to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a different win than most people. Can you get my phone and go to Cuz and then look at find the video of me fighting Andre Berto? And you know, that's my man still. Yeah. But you know, he's a professional fighter.
Yeah, I do.
I remember talking to Floyd and being like, yo, you saw the fight? He said, yeah, so I heard about it. And the next thing you know, he was fighting me. But yeah, I always know about that. Yeah, but anyway, my point is...
been doing it for a long time, you know, and living your way for a long time.
Just having, bro, I have fun every day. And I celebrate that I have fun every day.
I mean, I think one of the things I like about hearing you say that from a clinician.
Because you see me go through the shit that would have people f***ed up.
Yeah.
And I'm still having fun the same day I'm crying.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. Like, but even in years past, like, you're still able to stay in touch with the people that are going through those everyday things. You never lose sight of what that is. You know, and I see a lot of celebrities, especially the ones. Because you've been on, as far as in the public eye,
my run has been crazy.
Yeah, so
I don't even know how that happened. I thought I started being like in front of the cameras and shit when I was like 19.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
50 now.
Most celebrities I know that have been.
I don't consider myself a celebrity.
Well, you are, brother.
I don't.
Most well.
How come Nicolette doesn't treat me like a celebrity?
Because you know,
that's what I want to know.
Real, bro. That's what I'm saying. You say
arguing with me and shit, yelling at me.
Most people that
see, she's yelled at me.
Where do we look at for that?
Pardon?
Where do we look at for that?
Oh, God.
Oh, it says Cuzzo.
Oh, Cuzzo.
Yeah,
that's
right.
right.
And then you'll see a bunch of shit I said.
Cuzzo got the shirts on for you, bro.
Oh wow. It's not like that.
Shop.
But you know.
Shop. Shop. Shay.
Nah. Give it to me. But
I don't know, like I said, most people I know that have been in the public eye for that long, they tend to lose grasp of those everyday regular things. So.
You want me to help?
No.
You can see perfectly.
I can't see. I can't read it all.
You want me to?
No. But I can have. Listen. I can adjust.
Okay.
That's what I do. Hold on. Okay. There you go, right there. It's kind of funny that I can't see like this. I'm like Fred Sanford. You know what's funny is when I got like 10 jokes for myself, that's when it's funny. So what you want to see? You want to see me fighting or you want to see me popping shit before we fight?
Whatever.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm interested to see you catch that.
What? Okay. Nope. Nigga, I'm not going
I see you every day. Back on the bag.
Yeah, but a bag don't hit back.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people look. Okay, here we go. All right. You want to leave on that note so you can watch?
Yeah.
All right, you want to close out?
Yeah, we close out. Yeah. So say I'm about to check in, putting hands on a real boxer. I want to see this, you know. And then y'all will see him walking into a glass thing, a glass door.
You see all of it. I'm gonna play on
This is
both.
pre-surgery, so.
Pre-surgery. I walked into a glass door. I'm proud of it. Thank you.
And healing is gangster.
And you're tuned to Healing is Gangster. Thank you, Studios. That's just on Young Man, right?
You see it, right? Hold on, rewind. I want you to see it. Hold on, rewind. Yeah, right now. All right, Black Guns, load back up. Bella, let's go.
All right.
If you want another amazing video with the one and only Dame Dash, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.